available to authorised officers, that staff will be trained in conflict management, and an on-site incident book will be in operation. Customers will be reminded by way of a notice at the entrance to respect the quietness of the neighbourhood and residential properties, and the challenge 25 to be put in use should the licence be granted, Chair. So you have at section 16 the licensing officer comments. As of course you're well versed, I'm not going to take you through those. The panel are well aware of what the guidance says and the statement of licensing policy says, and the legal officer will no doubt go through those with you in the deliberations. In terms of options available to the panel, after hearing from all the parties, the committee may decide to grant the licence subject to any conditions that is consistent with the operating schedule, to exclude from the scope of the licence any of the licensed activities to which the application relates, to refuse to specify the person who's been put forward as the named premises supervisor, or to reject the application. We would always ask that full reasons are given, regardless of whatever outcome that the committee chooses. There is also, Chair, in terms of other considerations, Section 17 of the Crime and Disorder Act 1998 comes into play here, as does the human rights in relation to the rights for the licence holder and people being able to enjoy their property also, Chair. Chair, there I will leave it. If you have any questions for me, please.
Thank you. I will take questions from members. Can I ask you first, you mentioned the temporary notice for July. Would that, was that for music as well as anything else?
Can I just check our records, Chair, and I will let you know. So it was for, so it was for the provision of regulated sale of alcohol and regulated entertainment in July, sale of alcohol on the 23rd of July, sale of alcohol again on the 6th of August, sale of alcohol, regulated entertainment and late night refreshment on the 13th of August, the sale of alcohol, regulated entertainment, late night refreshment on the 20th of August, and again on the 27th of August.
The reason I was asking is trying to because one of the comments I read from the objector, it says they play extremely loud music past 3 a.m. and I wasn't sure whether this temporary notice they were allowed to do that. I wanted to clarify basically.
Right, no, so the temporary event notices were just up until midnight on each occasion. So if there was noise at 3 a.m, then that shouldn't have been the case. But obviously the objector is not here to speak to that.
No, of course. I was just wanted to clarify it for myself. Can I also ask another question on the former? I hope I'm not making a mistake, because I had a bit of a difficult day today. They indicate that they don't want any live music or recorded music. Am I right or wrong? The ticks, you know.
It has been ticked, no live music, and no to recorded music, no to the performance of a dance as well. So yes, okay. So it's alcohol and late night refreshment.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions from Councillor Harrison?
Thank you, Chair. So I just wanted to check on the representation made by the residents. They marked the premises down as La Serena, which is obviously different to the application being made. Is that essentially the same establishment? Did it go by a different name?
Yes, apparently so. Yes.
Right. Okay. Fine. And then the representation also mentions on the 24th police were called. I don't think that was one of the dates that you mentioned though for attends. So
No. Oh, actually,
I suppose
no.
that could have been early hours of the 24th, and therefore it could have been the 10s for the 23rd.
Right, so the 10s for the 23rd was for 3 days in total, took them through to the 25th of July.
Right.
And yes, there was a call out to the police, as I understand it. If I recall from memory, the police said that the call was due to an allegation of a stabbing. So if you bear with me, I can certainly get the information up from the police.
But they obviously didn't make a representation.
They have not, no. No.
Do we need to ask them for that? Sorry, look to intervene. Do we need to ask the police for a report, or do they usually volunteer to give a report of incident? Yeah.
Yeah, let me correct that. So the response from the police was that they checked, doesn't appear to be any calls relating to noise from 517, only one related to possible racism, or only one unrelated racism, is what they've said.
It doesn't mention a stabbing at all?
No, sorry, it does not, no.
Okay, and there's no logs with noise control?
Again, so I checked with the noise team. They have not had any calls out to the particular premises, no.
Okay, fine. And just my last question is, I think that there's certainly a bar 2 doors down, is it maybe 3 doors down, something like that? There may be a couple more on that stretch. Do you know what their license times are and whether they have pavement licenses at all?
We haven't given any pavement licenses on Seven Sisters Road.
Okay.
In terms of the timings, though, for the nearby, I will let you know.
Yeah. I will call you, Councillor Rice, in a minute.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
No, please. It's fine.
So there is pizza premises that has till 3 a.m. The number 8 pub, which is probably across the road on the other side of the road. I believe they have till about 2 a.m. there. And various convenience stores either side that have got 24 hours for alcohol sales. Yeah.
Is there one for 513?
Sorry. Can I come back to you on that, Joe?
Yeah, no problem. And that's it, Chair, anyway. Thank you.
I would, while you're looking at that, I will take a question from Councillor Rice.
My question probably involves Mrs. Barrett, actually. I mean, on page 29 of the bundle, there's a drawing. I take it that's the drawing of the bar. But you can talk me through it because I don't quite understand it.
Yeah, it is quite a rough drawing, Chair. So it shows the. Sorry, Chair. It's showing the front entrance there.
But where's the front entrance?
That would be nearest to you at the bottom of the page. I should take that. Yeah, where the writing is. So you're not going to see that because it's going to go quite blurry. So just above where it says license plan.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be the front entrance.
Yeah.
You can see to the side that there are stairs because that's the entrance to go for the flats to go up above.
There's a flat above the
yes, it's all got residential above.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it goes up there and it says alcohol. What's that?
Yeah, so that's where their store of alcohol will be. That will be alcohol on display.
Yeah.
and then the bar counter in front of it.
There's quite a bit of this space in between there. Is that completely empty?
Yeah, so that they don't need to show like any movable furniture on the plan. So where the tables and chairs are going to be, which you presume is going to be where you can see shop 48 square meters. So with all within that space, they could potentially be having tables and chairs placed there.
Okay. Okay. And the thing at the top that says food prep. Wait,
So that I would presume that would be their kitchen area for the food prep.
across there. But there's a toilet quite near to it. Is that okay?
There is a toilet fairly near, yes.
Is that okay?
That would be, well, if it's not, the food officers will then need to deal with that when they go into the premises, Chair.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
On that issue, actually, what my colleague said about the entry, he said entry and exit next to it. Is there another emergency exit in case of a fire or anything?
There doesn't appear to be, Chair, unless, you know, it's looking at this, unfortunately, these applications are the fire officers look at them on the paper only. They don't actually go out there unless there is a problem and we need to ask them to go and take a look. But there doesn't appear to be a means of escape at the back in terms of for the staff that's working at the back. Maybe the applicant can shed some light on that. And it may be that the area of the shop is small enough that the one entrance would be okay, but they would need to determine that within their fire safety risk assessment, which they're required to carry out by law.
Because the kitchen is right at the back and it's only one entry and exit, if something goes wrong, it would be very difficult for people to panic to escape.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay,
yes.
well, I will ask a question to the applicant, but I wanted to clarify that I understand the plan correctly, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Are there any more questions from councillors? Any more questions? No. Okay. Can I ask the applicants if they have any questions to the licensing officer? I don't know if you can hear me. Do you have any questions to the licensing officer?
I think they may be muted, Chair.
Yeah, but there is no indication that they can hear me. They're not looking up either.
Well, I can see a sort of muted sign on my computer.
Okay.
You've got the two of them, and there's a muted sign next to it. I don't
Can
know.
you, can you, Felicity, can you help with the gentleman?
I can't unmute them myself, but there should be a microphone symbol on the screen that you can press, and then that will unmute you. But I'm not able to do it for you, unfortunately.
Can you please look for the microphone and
now you can speak?
Yes.
okay.
Unmuting.
Excellent.
It's okay now.
Do you have any questions?
Is that better?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Do you have any questions for the licensing officer?
Well, not really. No. I just wanted to say that they were absolutely correct to point out the fact that the police didn't involve or connect this premises to the affray that apparently occurred. It had nothing to do whatsoever. The other point I'd like to make is that the so-called child in upstairs is 24 years old. Whatever that was meant to imply in a representation is unclear to me. I don't know how it's been interpreted by the licensing officers, but that's it. We feel that the application.
Okay, if you don't have any questions, then I will ask you to speak about your application. Are you ready? Can you speak about your application?
I am indeed, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Can I just
Yes.
can I just come back on Councillor Paulie Harrison's query? So
Of course, yeah.
5137 Sisters did have a license. For some reason, the license is not coming up on my system at this moment, but there has been ongoing issues with that premises, with noise nuisance, basically, and operating beyond its permitted hours. It looks as though the license may have fallen away, but I don't know why it's not coming up on the system right now, but I need to check into that further.
Okay, thank you. Okay, when you're ready, please speak about your application.
Yes. Well, the application is intended to be to provide a livelihood for the applicant. This is a lady who has got 3 small children and wouldn't want to be out at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's the point I'd like to be made. However, when it comes to behaving properly, the point is that this lady has had a license before, at least 5 years now, and has not had any problems in managing her premises as a DPS. We feel that the presentation, or the operating schedule, if it was accepted as that is the way you run the place, that's absolutely satisfactory, and it would not be a problem at all. However, it was mentioned the business of the exit, and the condition is that the fire brigade consider that if you are in a small premises and your route out is less than 18 meters, then a single exit is absolutely acceptable. In fact, they did respond to the application and say that if everything was done as it was, then it would be no problem. On the plan, there are means of escape provisions there, like emergency lighting, alarms, that sort of thing. It makes it a very quick operation to get out of the premises. So in other words, if the committee were minded to grant this license, the applicant is 100% prepared to abide by the agreements made in the operating schedule, what's been proposed, and it would not be a problem.
Okay. May I ask whatever the owner is there with you? I know you said you speak on the behalf of the applicant. Okay. Would you like to say anything additional to that?
Yes, I want to say only before me open that business, I have one person that he doesn't was happy with this. I don't know why, because one day all the time he asked me, what do you want to do there? What do you want to do? When I'm telling him what I'm going to do, he told me I can't do that business there because it's a lot business. They sell food in the area. He say, no, you can't sell food here. I'm saying, why? He told me he will tell the council because for the council don't give me the license. And I was like, why? Because I didn't do nothing. Everyone is free to do whatever they want. And he was like for all neighbors to ask them if I'm finished late, like he can sleep for the noise, but every people know in the area that I'm close 12 a.m. And one day, I don't know what exactly day, I'm called the police because that old man is all the time like no happy. He no agree with my business, but I try to speak with him, but it's impossible.
Okay.
That's all I want to tell.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions to the applicants? Mrs. Barrett, you want to come in at this point?
Yes, Chair. So that license 513 it's been renamed to Giffer Lounge, transferred in May of this year, and that has a 2 a.m. license there. But as I said, that one has been, yeah. Hopefully, the new people that's in there will be a bit more responsible, so that we don't have the continued issues along there. Chair, can I just mention that the application that's been sought, as you know, if you were minded to grant this license, from you allow a alcohol license on the premises, that it will be able to benefit from the live music exemption. So they will be able to offer between the hours of well, they don't want to open at 8 a.m. But in effect, what the live music legislation says, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 11 p.m. on licensed premises with a bar servery area, that they will be able to offer regulated entertainment without the need to have that placed on their license. I just think you need to be aware that that will be one of the outcomes of granting this license, in terms of the fact that they're residential above, and to bear that in mind.
Right. So it will be music, basically.
If they wish to, they will be able to do so.
Yeah.
Not require it to be named on the license as regulated entertainment, because they can make use of the exemption.
Okay. Right. Okay. I understand. Okay. I'll take the two. I think the first canvasser was Councillor Harrison and then Councillor Rice.
Thanks, Chair. Yeah, I was just wondering if the applicants can give us a better sense of what the venue is, because obviously you're opening up in the morning, you're asking for hot food to be sold. So is it a cafe? Is it a restaurant? Is it a bar? Is it a late night bar? Are you planning on having tables? Is it standing? And if you're applying to serve food, so if you can kind of give us an indication of the types of food that you're looking to sell. Basically, just a little bit more background of what the type of premises is, if you wouldn't mind.
Lo digo. Yes, I've tried to do something for my country. It's like a chicken and fried plantain, because when the people drink something, they can eat a different sandwich for my country, like chicken sandwich or something like this, but everything for my country.
Okay, and it will be food throughout the day, will it? Daytime and evening, you're serving food.
Sorry.
You'll be serving food daytime and
Yes, yeah. Sure.
Okay, and do you plan on any music? Obviously, Miss Barrett mentioned the exemption there, or is it background music? Is it more of a restaurant? Is it more of a loud music bar?
It's a small business.
Small place.
A small place, small. It's not too big. I'm trying to do a restaurant, more restaurant.
Okay, so it'd be background music, and maybe some music as a bar in the evening, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, Councillor Rice?
Yeah, I noticed you only have basically one person who makes representation in opposition. I just wondered if any of the local residents have spoken to you about this establishment and expressed negative thoughts about it, or have they all been positive?
Los vecinos son muy colaboradores contigo, siempre. Dile que son solamente este hombre.
I don't have any problem with anyone, and also every people tell me, please, what happened with the old man, because I'm close on time. I don't know, I can't explain that, because never have situation like this, because everyone is free to do the business that they want, and I want to respect the old man. I want to respect everyone, and also I'm trying to do my best.
Okay. Thank you.
You have any more questions, Councillor Rice?
No, thank you.
Can I ask on your application form about when it came to alcohol, you take the selling alcohol on the premises and off the premises. Could you expand a little bit what you mean off the premises?
Sorry, could you repeat, please?
On the application form, where it was the question about alcohol, the take was where it says both. It means you sell alcohol in the bar as well as off the bar. So I was wondering what I wanted to clarify what you mean when there was a tick on both.
Maybe the person that made the application for me have this mistake, because that person, sorry, because to tell this about someone, don't was asked me nothing involved in the application. He only tell me I can apply. I'm tell yes for this one, for this one. And Mr. Glenn is helped me a lot with everything and explain everything how is this work.
So what was it your decision? Did you agree for the alcohol to be sold on the premises and off the premises, or is that a mistake?
Only outside, not somewhere.
Only inside.
Yeah.
Only inside.
Only inside. Because
yes, only inside.
Of the premises.
With the food.
Only inside. Okay, we'll leave
yes.
it at that then. And it needs to be, I think we need to make sure that it's clear when we make our decision. Because all the premises, it can mean deliveries, it can, I don't want people standing outside drinking on the pavement.
No. I'm sure no.
Only inside is fine.
Exactly, yes. And the people is not allowed to go in with bottle out also. Okay. Because this is dangerous.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And if there is smokers in the area, would you you tend to have ashtrays outside the premises when they go out to smoke?
Yeah. No, inside they can smoke.
No, yeah, but inside. Usually people go outside to smoke, and a lot of businesses have these special ashtrays where people can put their cigarettes in.
The people come to my job, they make the more they know smoke, but this is something I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Because I can't say they know smoke or something because I don't know.
Okay, thank you. Are there any more questions to the applicants? Councillor Harrison, sorry.
Yeah. You answered similar questions to what I was going to ask. I just wanted to double check that you weren't planning on doing food deliveries via, Deliveroo or Uber Eats or anything like that. If you could just confirm, and if you could also confirm where you will be asking people to smoke. Will it be in front of the premises? And that includes staff as well as patrons.
And to no smoke.
We understand that, but the people will need to smoke, and usually smokers you should be asking them to go outside to smoke. But the concern is about if you have ashtrays and where they can put their cigarettes in when they finish, and then those ashtrays will be clear out regularly. Is that what you're trying to ask? Councillor House.
Well, I wonder whether they will have a designated smoking area outside of the premises, or whether they will be ushering people to somewhere else further along the road, really, because from the floor plan, I there doesn't seem to be a rear smoking area or anything like that. So would you expect customers, if they wish to smoke, to do so outside the front of the premises on the pavements? Yeah.
Because in the corner in the corner more far away, because it's I don't know, because my customers regularly they know smoke, but I can't tell you exactly because I don't know. If they're gonna smoke, they have to go out, not into my I have to close because
Okay, and you aren't planning on doing food delivery service at all?
at the moment, no,
Okay.
because everything have to be with
Sure.
time.
Yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? If not, I think
Also,
Yeah.
I would like to tell you something. Outside of my bar is a stop of bus stop, and sometimes the people come from other I don't know, from other premises, other bar or other place, and they stop outside. It's not myself, the people is there. I can't like tell them go other way because they are out. It's something like I can late night or something. I'm not there, but they are out in the bus stop. This one I can't do nothing because I can't do nothing.
Or they come from elsewhere, standing around, you mean?
Because I'm in the bus stop.
Okay.
Exactly there.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. If there are no more questions, if we don't have any other reports, I think I will ask you to sum up. Would you like to start, Mrs. Barrett?
No summing up from me, Chair.
Okay. Can I ask the applicants to sum up, or is there anything else you want to tell us before we finish?
Well, the applicant is looking forward to running the business and enjoying a life. Children are growing up. She needs to earn money, and she's prepared to work hard. I support that. I like to see that young ladies that are taking responsibility for their little ones and also trying to develop a career. What was said to me, she would like that the place would develop into what is known these days as a brand, so that perhaps if things went well, she could move elsewhere and start a top and perhaps delegate that to somebody else. But it's looking forward to enjoying the business and not having any trouble. As a matter of fact, the neighbors have been very kind and helpful and encouraging, which is very good to see.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to say, or you have come to the end of your presentation?
For me, it's fine.
Sorry?
For me, it's fine.
Okay, for you it's fine. Okay.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you very much for coming and this evening, and I will ask you to leave us. The committee are going to deliberate and discuss the issue, and our decision will be sent to you in writing within 5 working days. Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, committee.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank